This video is brought to you by Mindvalley.
You know, a lot of people, they just think about manifesting something, but in the law of the harvest, I teach you got to plow the ground, you got to plant the right seed, then you got to water the seed, which is repetition, and then you'll reap the harvest. And I feel that some people, they get really frustrated in the plowing, the planting, and the watering, but they don't realize that payday's on its way. So as you prosper where you're planted and you build your spot, life will put the spotlight on your spot. Number one, we learn from education. Number two, we learn from conversation. Number three, we learn from observation. So I begin to educate myself, I begin to have better conversations, and I begin to watch people around me that got their shout back. And I emulated and started following what they did. To get your shout back, the first thing you got to do is get tired of being tired. If you're bloated, get tired of being bloated. If you're poor, get tired of being poor. If you're lonely, get tired of being lonely. And you really got to get tired of being tired. It's a destiny, it's a faith, and it's the power of the imagination. And what I believe is that I was just in alignment with what heaven was saying about Tim Storey. So I got this saying that I say, I don't believe in chasing things. I just want to be in alignment with what I think has been spoken over me. Mindset to me is it's a perspective, it's a point of view, it's another vantage point. And so when we were lower income in Compton, we had never seen anything like we were about to view a few days later. What do you mean, Tim Storey? Well, somebody gave us free tickets to Disneyland. When I went to Disneyland as a 7-year-old and I saw Tomorrowland, Frontierland, and I saw all these different lands, and I saw Mickey Mouse up close, Donald Duck up close, the fireworks show at 9:30 at night. Whoa, my life changed. It was all about a different perspective from Compton, California, and the things I saw there, going to Disneyland, and I found out later, it was literally only like 40 miles away. 40 miles away, I was about to have a life change. And so mindset is a different perspective, because then you get the miracle mentality. All of a sudden you're thinking uncommon, not normal, not regular. And you begin to see those things that have not yet happened as though they're possible. So before I became great friends with Oprah, I saw myself being great friends with Oprah. So when we started talking a lot, it didn't throw me off.
I've had this conversation in my head.
I've envisioned these conversations. This is some mind-boggling stuff, but I saw it before it even happened.
No kidding.
I saw it.
What's most important for somebody to think about, if they're in that kind of teeter-totter moment right now?
Yeah, I think that all of us are going through recovery and discovery at the same time. Recovery of things lost in the past, recovery of things lost and that we're challenged of in the present. But in the midst of recovery and discovery, let's not lose the beautiful moments that can happen now. And I think we got so caught up in the challenges that we didn't pay attention to the beauty of life. What I teach is that we all have what I call life interruptions. An interruption is a disturbance. You've had them, I've had them. It could be when somebody's young and they get ill, or their parents get divorced, or in this case, my father passed. So it's a life interruption. And then when most people have that life interruption or setback, they don't know how to get out of it. And so that's one thing that I think created a calling in me, that I wanted to help more people that had life interruptions find a way up and out. So when somebody has a setback, what happens to them, most times they go very singular, they go really inward. So if they go through a divorce, they go very inward, or they lost their job, they go inward. Anxiety or depression, pandemic, they go very inward. But when you have a setback, the first thing you got to do is you got to become awake. You got to become conscious, and you got to say, oh my gosh, we're in the middle of a pandemic and we may need to be locked down for a month. A month turned into another month and then to over a year, right? So number one, become awake. Secondly, you have to take inventory. Where am I financially? Where am I with my job? Where am I with my mental health? How is my family doing? How's my country doing? How's this world doing? So number one, you become awake. Secondly, you take inventory. But here's a powerful thing. You have to partner with the right people. I feel that a lot of people, when they have a setback, they don't have the right people to partner with. So that's what I always wanted to become, and that's what I became. I wanted to be the person that somebody could link hands with and say, come on, Tim Storey, you may not know everything, but you know how to get people from a setback to a comeback. I'm the partner, power person. With anybody that I'm dealing with, I take them through those steps. You got to wake up, take inventory, partner with the right people. Now, when you partner with the right people, that means you're going to probably have to eliminate some people that are not the right people. And this is what I see with a lot of people that are in a setback. They need to cut some people back. Don't live in the mundane. Don't stay in the messy. Don't stay in the madness, but make room for the miracles. And I think that so many of us that we get so caught up in the mundane, and then the mundane escalates to the messy, and then it escalates to the madness, which is the chaotic, that man, where's the magical? When we were kids, it was like, can we play? No, but you got to clean your room. But then can I play? But then you got to go to school. But then can I play? Remember, we were always looking for magic. The miracle mentality teaches you how to get through the mundane, the messy, the madness in all areas of your life and embrace this miraculous life that you've been called to live.
A better you every day. Access classes, live trainings, and coaching for every area of your life. Connect with students from around the world. Learn from the world's greatest teachers on personal transformation. Sample the full curriculum with free Quest lessons. Get 4 new guided meditations daily. Connect with the community in free online events. A better education. Designed for you. Level up with Mindvalley. Try Mindvalley for free at go.mindvalley.com/Motiversity.